Welcome to Feminist Frequency Radio. This is the show that asks you to be critical of the media you love. I'm AC Lamberty.
And I'm Kat Spada, and I've only had a few small beers.
Today we're talking about the 2025 films nominated for Oscars at this weekend's Academy Awards. Ever heard of them? We figured this would fit into our Focus on the Family season. Because first of all, why not? And also, a family can look like anything. And there are a lot of family narratives this year.
From the motherly wails of Jessie Buckley and Hamnet to the father-son, brother-sister-mother dynamics in Frankenstein and the dance hall in Sinners, when you're here, you're family.
To the literal family and sentimental value, kind of the whole thing.
To the brotherhood of the race car driver.
To Brad Pitt be completely familyless and unconnected as a character in F1.
And as a man.
Exactly.
So let's just get out of the way. The Best Picture nominees I have not seen are F1, The Secret Agent, and Sentimental Value.
You know, I feel like this episode is partially going to be a meta convo about why I don't care about awards anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I do, but I'm having a real crisis about movies lately. And I kept saying,
I
I've
wonder
had
why.
a bad...
Everything's going so well.
Well, last year I was I had a really bad movie year. I didn't really see anything in a way where I felt weirdly guilty about it. But now I'm just hey, maybe actually the American film landscape is bad and I don't have to watch everything even if it's bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, that said, this is a year in which I've seen the fewest Best Picture nominees that I've ever seen. I haven't seen Frankenstein. I haven't seen Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, or Train Dreams.
I do think it's we're so many years removed from Parasite now and the speeches for that one. But I do feel bad. I'm I haven't seen the subtitled ones. I did really want to see Sentimental Value. I have to say The Secret Agent does not interest me. I really would like to see it's nominated for Best Doc. Not that we need to get into all the categories, but Mr. Nobody Against Putin, which I feel right. I'm kind of I want to see that movie about subtle espionage in the current landscape. I've heard that The Secret Agent is sort of magical realism in a way that I think is very has a strong Latin American tradition, but also I'm just all right, well, I'm sure I'll be okay. Never seen that movie.
I know.
Sentimental Value I'd like to watch at some point.
I don't know if that makes me ignorant. I would love to see Secret Agent in a theater, and that's my cop out. I'm well, I guess I just can't. I can't engage with this political art because I can't see it in the theater. I am interested as someone who's a fan of sexy men, that's for sure. But
yeah.
Okay. I saw your Letterboxd review of Train Dreams and I was really scared. I have to be honest. I was I don't fucking care about Train Dreams. You can't make me care. But now I feel I have to care a little bit because you loved.
Yeah, but you know me. You know that some of the shit I love isn't necessarily going to be the shit you're going to love. I watched Train Dreams, I don't know, a couple weeks after watching The Life of Chuck.
Okay.
And did you watch that one?
No, but I don't know. It was just such a weird movie in the ether for me last year. I was should I go see this book?
Yeah, don't bother.
Okay.
The Life of Chuck, I think my Letterboxd review was if this had come out when I was 15, I would have been really annoying about it. Mm-hmm. But watching it now, I was just this didn't need to be, this did not tell any kind of compelling story. It's just one of those, we really are in a cyclical nature of life. I don't know, whatever. It was
We're
just
all made of star stuff.
Basically. Yeah. And then Train Dreams is exactly that. And I was beautiful, perfect, made me feel
it fits in a different container. I'm susceptible to stuff like that too. I feel that's how I feel about a lot of Varda films.
Yeah.
The triumph of the human spirit.
The Life of Chuck is has a very long sequence of Tom Hiddleston dancing. It also has...
Oh my God. The Oscars telecast opens with Tom Hiddleston dancing like Chuck from Life of Chuck.
And then like cut to Mark Hamill in the audience, just like growling that he didn't get a nomination.
Should that just be this episode, us beating out the telekinesis?
Yes.
Choir of children for weapons, of course.
Oh man, nothing from Wicked for Good.
Nothing from Wicked for
Good. Conan has to like do some self-referential "if I had legs I'd kick you" moment.
He's in kind of a therapist setup thing.
Yeah.
He's being psychoanalyzed by Rosebird, maybe.
Yeah. And
God damn it. Why did we get paid to do this? Yeah.
A$AP Rocky comes in and everyone cheers. He's like, "You were in 2 movies."
I've always said that he is the Kimmy Gibb. If I had legs I'd kick you. A movie that everyone in my family hated. We'll get there, but I loved it. But
yeah, I did too. Watch. But I mean, yeah, really. I also I now have the HBO plan with ads, which like I'm just like, who gives a shit? It's gonna be Paramount next. Like I don't even know what's going on. But that movie was like heavily interrupted by like a Wegovy ad or something. So I was kind of like, the tension would continuously deflate.
That is so funny. Okay. I do want to keep talking about what I would include in this show, but I also want to know how you would be voting for Best Picture. I'm so apathetic this year. I just don't.
Yeah. So this is definitely one of those things. I'm now enough removed from actual Oscar campaigns, like having worked on a couple, where now I'm just like, well, sadly, I feel, well, it's a preferential ballot, I guess. But I am kind of like, okay, well, if just like the American government, I'm like, well, if we know it's going to be between these 2 choices, which one do I want to pick, right?
My harm reduction vote.
Yeah. And like, I had really transcendent movie-going experiences watching both Sinners and One Battle After Another.
Mm-hmm. Me too,
I left feeling like that's how I'm supposed to feel leaving the movies. Like, we
fucking come to this place for magic.
Yeah.
High key.
Yeah, like you really put on a show for me. In a weird way, and it's like, is this even the purpose of this award? I do feel like Sinners I've already rewatched, and I will rewatch, and I don't think we're going to be talking about One Battle After Another for a long time, except in the canon of Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah.
And I think it would be nice to have like a sort of populist crowd pleaser to win Best Picture, like a genre film, just the fact that it's a fucking vampire movie. Like,
I do anticipate that'll be, a huge amount of think pieces post ceremony about Sinners, and then Amy Madigan being like a horror nomination. Oh my God. And if she wins, I feel like everybody on Twitter is going to be annoying as fuck about how
I hope
the Academy finally recognized for her.
Yes, I hope. And then like, you're gonna be pissed off, but like Train Dreams is like my next choice. Like after those 2,
I just am like, I'm like, what is this? And now I'm getting like 3 promotional emails a day. Like, Train Dreams use 99% natural land. Would you fucking kill yourself? Like, it's so like, that's the like FYC angle they're going for now. Yeah. I guess the cinematography awards are the weekend we're recording.
Hey, that I watched a whole featurette on how they did a little biplane filming scene and still did natural light.
I do love a feature.
Yeah, they could not ensure Joel Edgerton to actually go up in a biplane, so they had to like build one with forced perspective on the ground.
I like that.
And like tip it so that it was the real sunlight behind it. And I was
that's
like,
the magic of movies.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sinners or Train Dreams are your top 2, your ranked choice. I think.
And then One Battle is my third.
Yeah. I think it's One Battle After Another for me. It was just a movie that felt like a movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that chase sequence at the end, I was like, I was riveted.
Yeah.
I could not breathe. It was so good. Like that was so good.
What's up with you? And then I guess Sinners and randomly Begonia.
Yeah.
But I feel less. I've seen both twice. I feel less strong about them as time goes on. I've seen One Battle After Another twice, and I think about it all the time. I do think you're right about it not necessarily being like the PTA film in the way that like There Will Be Blood or even Boogie Nights in a different phase of his career was.
Yeah.
But I think I'd still for it. Okay, best directing. Shout out Chloe Zhao. You are now the woman who gets nominated for stuff.
Yeah.
that's just gonna be how it is. I mean, not that Hamnet wasn't a good movie, but man, it's just like shit like that is so transparent.
So it is no longer a title held by what the fuck was the
Jane
movie
Campion.
that Catherine Bigelow made?
Oh, A House of Dynamite.
A House of Dynamite.
I never saw it, but everybody I know is like, yeah, the ending was just like,
yeah.
Are we gonna be nuked? I don't know. Guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's like the phone gets hung up.
Yeah. I watched it. I was like, this is my shit. I want to watch The Diplomat. I want to watch
of course.
crap like that. And then Paradise Season 2 is back and better than ever, baby. Let me tell you.
Now more than ever.
But like Paradise, which is like 80% of the time I'm like, this is bad. And then 20% of the time I'm like, this is some of the best television I've ever seen, which is also how I feel about Heated Rivalry, by the way.
Yes.
Like Paradise had one episode that was better than all of A House of Dynamite. But like A House of Dynamite, I was like, this is like doing the best of this thing that it can be. And then at the end, I was just like, why the fuck did you make this?
And that's the Netflix of it all, just kind of like twisting that knife.
Just there's like a million.
And I love Catherine Bigelow. I mean, I know she's like a fraught kind of figure, but her early stuff is amazing. Like she gave me Point Break specifically.
Yes,
that's really important.
It's true. That's a big part of your DNA.
Yeah. But yeah, her, Jane Campion, and now Chloe Zhao, multiple time directing nominees. I think the only 3 women.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not Italian, iconic woman.
Lena Wertmuller.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, yeah. So for this one, I mean, like, I'm wondering if Marty Supreme is going to be totally shut out.
I think maybe, at least in a technical sense. I'm really curious about actor, especially after the actor awards. Did you watch, by the way? I did not.
I just watched some of the acceptance speeches after.
Awards shows, they're like, it's over. I don't know. Like I cannot express how much of an awards hag I was as like a teen and into my early adulthood. And now I'm just like, whatever. Maybe that's just growing up and that's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
yeah, it does feel like, not that most people think about how the Oscars started as like a sort of union busting measure. Right. But watching the actor awards, it is kind of like, this one must be the one that really feels the best.
Yes.
Because
I've heard that from a couple other friends who are cynical like me currently. They're like, I did really enjoy watching the SAG awards because it feels like actually meaningful.
Yeah, like you're actually being respected by your peers, which I think that's when I see Michael B. Jordan winning there, I bet a lot of those actors understand that playing 2 characters who are so distinct but so similar must have been a harder challenge than like wearing pockmarked skin and learning how to play ping pong. Like, you know, like, no, I like Timothée Chalamet. I'm like,
I don't know if I do at this point. Did you see that fucking clip of him where he's like, I'm glad I'm being an actor and not trying to like revive an art form that no one gives a fuck about, like classical music or theater. And I was like, actually, fuck you. Like, I found that incredibly disrespectful and rude. And like, whatever, I'm being a honey about it. I do think he's really talented. I thought Marty Supreme was totally fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He just has me thinking a lot about like the type of boy that we have now. Like, he just really speaks to like a broad type of young man that it's really interesting. It's just like a type of masculinity I don't know if I can predict. You know?
I really do think he is a a version of a younger Leonardo DiCaprio. And that's really like interesting to me. I just watched the Mr. Scorsese series on Apple. Yeah. And at the end, they bring Leo in to talk about their movies together. And it's really something I hadn't thought about was how like Leo was suddenly the biggest movie star on the planet and could make decisions and was like, can I work with Martin Scorsese? And when they started working together, like it became something as Scorsese's getting to be older, where it was like, oh, I can make this movie because Leo's going to be in it and it's going to have a big box office. And so with, you know, I've always kind of thought what a trajectory, like to be the beautiful boy and then to become a man.
To be
and
in
like,
the film Beautiful Boy.
To be literally in the film, to be the titular beautiful boy.
Exactly.
But then like, yeah, he's at this weird place where I'm like, he's so straight, but like not in the way that we talk about Leonardo DiCaprio, like fucking young models. He's just like extremely... But then there's also the
kind of fashion hype beast element to him. But yeah, there is like such an adamant heterosexuality about it too, though. That's really interesting. I don't know. I feel like this harkens back to our Machos series, the soft boy of it all, because there's totally overlap there. But yeah, he's a perplexing star to
you
me.
know, I truly was so obsessed with that clip, and I might have Rob put the audio in because the audio itself is so
received.
Yeah, when somebody vogues at him, sneakers a squeaking.
Complete silence, no music.
With a little ping pong battle. And then Timothy goes, okay, received.
I'll let you know. It is amazing. It's really good.
I was like, this is this funny, like, appreciation of African-American culture, Black culture that he, like, is obviously embodied ever since he was doing his raps.
And like he's a New Yorker. Like there's like a coolness thing. Like he's clearly plugged in to like media, pop culture. Even him dating or like maybe even being engaged to a Kardashian is not like cringe or weird. Like he's like, I don't know. It's so interesting. He threads a really weird needle.
How do you think the world would be different today if Austin Butler was dating one of the Kardashian Jenners instead?
I think he would make like some really poor financial decisions as a result of that. Like, I don't know, investing in some new venture. He seems dumb to me.
Yeah.
In that way.
What was I just watching? And the guy looked like Austin Butler, but wasn't Austin Butler. That's terrible. What a horrible, not half a thought.
This is good podcast.
All right.
Okay, so who you're voting Michael B. Jordan for lead actor? Do you think he will win at this point? I kind of do as well.
I do. Now, I'm like even loath to say this on the mic because it sounds so mercenary or something, but I do still listen to the Little Gold Men podcast and their analysis of the awards shows as they're going on. Yeah. Like, I actually really think that fiasco at BAFTAs made everyone think about Sinners, like maybe take it more seriously in a way that they
totally agree.
Otherwise might not have, because it was not like the foregone front runner until then. And I think maybe people were like, oh, it's not just the vampire movie. It's like something I need to give a second look.
Totally. Which I'm not mad about for sure. I will say I would love to see an Ethan Hawke upset for lead actor.
I would be happy about that too.
Blue Moon. Oh my God. I thought he was just such a fucking loser. It was incredible.
That was great. That was a really great... I watched that the same day.
And you can tell he's loving it. Like he's like, he loves acting. And I just love, you could obviously say the same about Michael B. Jordan, but I just think he's such a ham. It's like so fun. So fun. And
I watched Train Dreams right after watching Blue Moon. Just so you can be in my headspace
I love that.
On Valentine's Day.
Imagine a double feature. Let's just get into lead actors while we're there. A double feature of Blue Moon and Song Sung Blue. I actually think would like sugar overload.
Wow.
You're feeling.
Yeah. I'm so glad that I watched Song Sung Blue. I didn't think I was really going to.
Speak on it. You had an experience.
I was sort of really interested in it. And then I watched the documentary it was based on. And I was like, this is the darkest story I've ever seen. Like, it's like...
It has the same quality of like a 90-Day Fiance, where it's like, you guys are not fully in on it. And there's like an economic kind of status thing happening that's so strange and weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And then I like... Definitely, it is the Hollywood version of this story. Like, everyone is a lot better looking. Everyone, like, there is a sense of, like, hopefulness that in the documentary, it just felt like they were fighting and struggling all the time. And in the movie, it's like, you fight and you struggle, but at the end of the day, you got music. You know?
Isn't that why we do it, folks?
Yeah. And, I didn't think anything was crazy about her accent. I thought she did great.
No, I thought the accent is amazing.
Yeah.
I think she's really, I'm like, that's my fucking aunt for real. Like,
yeah,
I love it.
She looks
she's
good.
Great.
The music's, you know, it's like a full musical. They do.
She's really like charming and just fun to watch. Like, again, I don't know if it's like an Oscar nomination role, but who fucking cares? Happy to see her. That's for sure.
Yeah. I would like Rose Byrne to win.
Yeah.
Not having seen Sentimental Value.
I hear she is amazing in Sentimental Value. I need to watch that. The more I hear about it, the more I think I actually might love it. But
I think like Jessie Buckley gives a really muscular performance, and I would not be surprised if she wins. And Kate Hudson, I think, would be surprising, even though a lot of people really love that performance. It is, though, kind of like a very old-fashioned Oscar pick.
Yeah.
But so is the Hamnet one. Like, everyone loves like a distraught mother.
Wait, okay. Thoughts on, sorry to interrupt, but I would love to hear your Hamnet thoughts in Jen.
I mean, I did love it. I thought, I think, unfortunately, I was less compelled by the story of Shakespeare's wife and family than I was by the telling of like the world of Shakespeare.
I totally agree.
Like, that last act was breathtaking.
So cool. Well, it's like the culmination of the spiritual and the creative parts are the best parts for sure. And then the rest for me kind of read like on its face a bit. But I also really, truly think that if I were a parent, I would feel completely different. Like, I would like really have a different, more nuanced perspective of it. But yeah. Yeah,
it felt like the way that it tells you a story about art. Like, again, like, unfortunately, I wasn't really thinking about her experience as a mother. At the end, what I took away from it was like, this is how he processed this personal grief into something that has been like indelible for centuries. And that's incredible. And she, at the end, the way she walks through the Globe Theater, and you realize like, if you've never been to the theater, you would have no concept of like what the social cues are supposed to be and how to experience it and how to engage with the actors. Like, that was completely transporting for me. But
totally.
I didn't necessarily feel like I still like, I feel like I'm not respecting the story, unfortunately, with my response to it. But
I don't know. I feel similarly, though, where it's like obviously very handsomely made, but I felt like the frame was off a bit for me sometimes. Like, I don't know. I read a really good review. I want to say it was from Angelica Jade Bastien from Vulture about how it kind of becomes about, I mean, like you said, how Shakespeare processed a traumatic thing, which is interesting, but I don't think that's necessarily about the woman. You know what I mean? Like, there's a gender thing, of course, but I don't know. I will say, I think people were like, Paul Mescal was snubbed. I disagree. I actually thought he was kind of bad. Him like being drunk and pounding on the table as Shakespeare, I was like, this is an Oscar film. Like, this is so crazy.
I also always, this has really frustrated me in recent years, and it is just kind of how the industry is shaped, but everyone's always too old. Like, this is a thing that, not that I'm like, I only want to see young people, but when they got married in real life, and like, it's not like it's a secret, like, this is a very famous
y'all are both story. 12.
Well, she was like 26 or 28, and he was like 20 or something when they got married. And so that's something where I'm like, okay, so you need to have a movie star. So you got a movie star who's in his 30s. That Shakespeare actor did not need to be famous.
No, totally not. And there would be a lot of interesting nuance if it were more legibly, like if you were legibly younger or there was an age gap or something. Because I think I loved all of the more like of like her femininity and womanhood, which I think naturally lends itself to like a reading about age and marriage and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting though, like talking about train dreams and the natural light and all of that. Like that's their kind of FYC angle. I think the one I'm seeing a lot for him that is like, how do we create a set of care while still being in the Middle Ages or whatever? And it works and doesn't work for me, but I agree. The ending of it, I'm happy about. I'd be fine if Jessie Buckley won.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, I think she's spectacular. I loved that movie Wild Rose, which was her first kind of breakout. And I think she was so good in Fargo. She was in like one season of Fargo. But then she was in Men, which is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
It's pretty fucking bad. Pretty bad. That's not the movie where Alex Garland was like, I'm actually quitting making movies because you guys didn't fucking get this one, and I've like made 2 more.
Then he was like, actually, I only want to tell war stories. And I was like, brother, me too.
Sure.
Begonia. Now tell me your thoughts as it's one of your faves.
I wouldn't say it's like I don't ride for it. That's for sure. I saw it twice or 3 times, and I actually think it was diminishing returns, honestly. But I liked it. I don't like it. That's like how I feel about most things. Like I would rather Blue Moon get a Best Picture nom than Begonia, personally. Like I don't know, but I think Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons are just like so fucking fun to watch opposite each other.
Yeah,
I think both of them have deserved that. Wait, is he nominated at all? I don't think so. Right?
No, I don't think so. He was nominated in some of
like
his
a Globe
others
or something or a second. But they're just, it's like very much a movie that I enjoyed because it's very
I
think Yorgos needs to like take a bit of.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen all of his movies. It kind of felt like a return to The Lobster form for me, which I liked, where I just kind of was like, this guy's having fun.
Yeah.
I think you could read it that it was sort of like a real incisive commentary on where we are in today's age of fake news or whatever. I was like, I don't think so. I think he just thought this would be fun and funny. And
exactly. Which I'm fine with. I'm ultimately fine with. And I do think Yorgos is doing a cool ensemble actor thing that not a lot of directors have access to. And I always like to see a relationship like that develop. I'm looking at what he has coming in the pipeline. This is what I'm recalling. Yorgos is directing the adaptation of My Year of Rest and Relaxation.
Oh.
By Otessa Moshfegh, which I think is honestly a great choice, but could also be so fucking bad. So
yeah. All right.
Being developed by Lucky Chap, which is also really fascinating to me.
Wait, whose company is that?
That's Margot Robbie's.
Okay. She's another one.
I don't know if she's attached, but she's produced.
Okay, interesting. I haven't seen Wuthering Heights yet.
Hey, don't worry about it.
This makes me feel so like anti-woman to say, but this is where I'm just like, yeah, like, sorry, Barbie is the character of Barbie, a woman in her 30s, like that, like, like that's another thing.
Well, it's certainly you feel that in Wuthering Heights too. It's like, I thought she was 14.
Right.
Like, what is happening?
Right. I think Margot Robbie, though, is fantastic in most of the roles I've seen her in. I just, I
really want to see a Big Bold Beautiful Journey. I hear she's nigh unwatchable.
I forgot that exists with Colin Firth.
Yes. No, Colin Farrell. Colin Firth would be gaggy. Okay, we should watch that soon. Movie night.
Please. I would love that. Oh gosh, supporting actor.
Okay, did you see Frankenstein? I'm like, fuck that movie. I just like it. You cannot pay me. I will watch Train Dreams before I will watch.
And see, I think you would really like Frankenstein.
Shut up. I like see his character design and I find it so stupid. Cyberpunk body worlds Frankenstein.
This was originally going to be Doug Jones.
Okay.
And then eventually it was going to be Andrew Garfield.
I remember that. Okay.
And then I think COVID or the strikes, like Andrew Garfield couldn't do it. And they found young Mr. Jacob Elordi. This is the only thing I've ever seen Jacob Elordi in.
Is he good at acting? No one knows.
He's great at this, I think. Okay. Let me tell you,
did you see Priscilla? It's like thinking of him playing kind of iconic characters of Elvis, Frankenstein, and Heathcliff, and he's kind of just like doing drag as all of them. It's really funny. It's really funny.
Listen, several episodes of Paradise Season 2 are set at Graceland.
So let's get that out of the way.
So I've been like, I gotta watch Priscilla.
It's so funny.
Frankenstein, it's the only thing I've ever seen Jacob Elordi in, and he's good in it. I think it's necessarily cartoony to be like, I am just discovering what it is to be a man, and like kind of the physicality of that, right? But it's super gross, which I appreciated that it starts gross. The movie starts
gushing and oozing and shit.
And like bashing people into bits. Like it's very nasty. And then there's a little bit of, like Guillermo del Toro has built and created his own lush vocal language that of his. Mm-hmm. But I appreciated there's a little bit of the Francis Ford Coppola Dracula in this.
Oh, okay. See, that's compelling to me. I'm getting warmer.
Yeah, where the settings, the scenes, the characters, the costumes, I'm like, all of this is so detached from real life. Like it really has this heightened
stagey kind of feel.
Yeah, this characterization, like Mia Goth's character is into insects, and then she's always kind of dressed like an insect, and you're like, I wish that it went further. Now, let me tell you, I'm sitting here saying I thought Frankenstein was great. I did fall asleep. So, I felt like it should have been a 4-part series.
Yeah.
There's a great chapter structure to learn about Frankenstein, learn about the creature, learn about his time with the blind man. If you've seen the original Frankenstein, that's really compelling. And then part 4 denouement, that would have worked. But then I think Guillermo's interested in cinema,
Totally.
So.
While we're still on Guillermo del Toro, this is relevant to our musical mayhem series. A couple of weeks ago, one of my best friends from high school, who's very not entertainment pilled, except for she is the biggest fan of Phantom of the Opera ever, huge, gigantic. She sent me this kind of Instagram clickbait image that was Guillermo del Toro says he's directing Phantom of the Opera adaptation. She said it was losing her mind. It was is this real? Please tell me it's real. And I had to do some Googling and be no, he was on a red carpet once. It was that would be cool, but otherwise it's not really confirmed. Anyway, I do think that could be a good fit.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Has he done a musical? I don't think so.
I don't think a musical. Crimson Peak, I think, is aesthetically very similar, or would be similar to what a Phantom of the Opera would look like. But
what about
I would take it.
Nightmare Alley, the musical.
Oh my God. I think maybe I would like Nightmare Alley more on a rewatch.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it, that's for sure.
I didn't bother with it.
It's okay.
That would be good. I think that's one where he's not going to win though. And he shouldn't win.
No. My vote would be for Delroy Lindo. I thought that performance was literally amazing. And yeah, I'm really curious how the Amy Madigan supporting actress thing will go.
But sorry, before we get there, I think Sean Penn could win.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it might be a one battle after another supporting actor. Yeah,
I really thought he was great in the movie, and I was like, don't make me appreciate Sean Penn.
Yes, I totally agree.
Yeah, supporting actress. I think it would be wild if Amy Madigan won, but I I hope she does. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I do
mean,
too. Why not? I mean, I would love Tiana Taylor. I just think she's like the coolest fucking person alive. But
I hope she's going to have more chances because she was really close with 1001 a couple of years ago. And then that movie, I think, was just too indie to, like, I think she got a Spirit Award nomination. But
Apple picked it up out of Sundance, and I feel like it was kind of a proto-Coda situation where it could have, if they had spent more on the marketing, maybe it would have popped off. Or maybe if there were another global pandemic, it would have taken off in that way. But yeah.
I really liked, I like Wunmi Masaku a lot. And she won BAFTAs, I think.
Oh, cool.
She's also British, so it's possible that they were like
a homecoming of sorts.
But I think if it for between Wunmi and Amy, I feel like Amy Madigan's performance maybe is bigger. I don't know.
I gotta see this sentimental value.
Yeah. So those are again,
I'm like below the line, whatever. I respect the craft. It's just I just get so disheartened seeing the same things get nominated over and over. That's the nature of these awards. I get it, but I don't know. It's hard to feel like I'm ignoring the equity part of it this year in particular for some reason. I don't know why. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just part of the malaise around awards.
Did you watch It Was Just an Accident?
I did. Yeah.
I'm like nervous too.
I really enjoyed it. It's like super tight. It feels very theatrical in that it just seems like you could have done a one act out of it in like a way that I thought was really smart and efficient. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I would be happy with the international.
Appreciate that it has both international and best writing. That's cool when they kind of break out beyond international. K-pop Demon Hunters is our best animated feature of the year, I'm sure.
I have not seen it. Maybe I should finally.
Yeah, I mean, it's a delight. It does kind of have like one of those like final acts that's just like time for the monster fight.
Which totally
is kind of like, all right, like get me back to the singing and then like fun stuff earlier. But
I will say F1, if I were an Academy voter, they would get my vote for best editing. I think it was a Herculean task what they had to do with all that footage and the way they make it coherent is like really kind of amazing. So I'm like, that's actually deserved into that.
I have a 3-month Apple TV right now. Maybe I should watch F1.
Some bad performances.
Yeah. As far as
Avatar,
docs,
congrats on VFX.
Oh, Avatar. Maybe Zoe Saldana will present that one.
That would be amazing.
When I was re-listening to our episode that came out last week about Real Women Have Curves, I said, "Oh, I can't wait for Come See Me in the Good Light," and you were like, "Okay," but I loved it.
Look at you now.
No, I mean that one's not gonna win, but
you don't think? I don't know. I mean, maybe. I don't know anything about the documentary race. I get like promotional emails for all of them, and I'm like, these are all worthy films.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna watch Mr. Nobody Against Putin. I don't want to watch The Perfect Neighbor.
I do. I think I actually might.
People have recommended it to me. I think I just feel I'm like worried it's going to feel really ghoulish to watch. Yeah,
but for sure, seems like a tough watch.
I just watched a Netflix doc that used AI talking heads.
Oh, weird.
I actually had to turn it off after like 10 minutes. I was like, I can't really get with this. It was like
the people were like the visuals an AI generated person.
Yeah, and I assume the voices as well. So they looked, like a little bit uncanny. And
weird.
It said digitally anonymized on the screen.
Weird. Oh, that's
very weird. And it was about like a nurse who murdered babies or something,
Oh, I feel like I heard my coworkers talking about this.
So yeah, like I don't want them to I expect them to not have like victims' families or whatever being filmed, but like documentaries have been faking the talking head for a long time.
We need a documentary AI ethics summit. I'm sure that's happened, but still, that's crazy.
Oh, and this is the first year with the best casting award. So
I'm excited for that. And best stunts, I believe, or is that
that's coming? I think that's next year.
I'm excited for that. I think that is like a category I'm in need of.
Yeah.
Wait, I feel like a lot of your guys are nominated for best original sport. You got freaking Jerkin in there. You got Ludwig.
God, I love Ludwig.
Despot.
Yeah.
And maybe this will be the year that Diane Warren takes it for best original.
Well, AC, you've just led me right into where I wanted you. Right into my trap. Because any opportunity, because we can't talk about the Oscars without talking about Diane Warren. And
let's go.
I love this woman. I haven't seen, and I don't know when I'm gonna see the documentary about her, but it is nominated this year. And so I had to take a look at the history of Diane Warren's Oscar-nominated songs.
Oh, boy.
And ask you some questions about, and the quiz is called Relentless, just like the documentary is called Relentless, the Diane Warren Oscar-nominated song quiz. AC, are you prepared?
I'm locked in.
Okay.
Thank you, Kat.
All right. Here is question number 1. Are the majority of Diane Warren's 17 Oscar-nominated songs love songs or inspirational / serious issue songs?
Absolutely the latter. Has to be. Has to be.
Yes, definitely.
What issue was she campaigning for with Flamin' Hot, by the way?
We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, I think it's very interesting. And actually, I feel like looking at the journey of Diane Warren's 17 Oscar-nominated songs tells you a lot about the music industry and a lot about the movie business, because there is a real shift that happens after 2001, but we will get there. Yes, largely inspirational. The first few of the songs were all love songs, and then it pretty much took a hard turn.
She's very triumph of the human spirit. That's for sure.
The ultimate. She's the ultimate portrayal of that. Question number 2. What percentage of Diane Warren's 17 Oscar-nominated songs are power ballads?
What percentage? Oh my God. I'm going to say like roughly 85%.
The answer is 100%. Now, is that scientifically accurate? I don't know. But there are so many good ones where it was like, I wanted this to be sung by Celine Dion or someone. And I was like, you can't just throw Celine Dion into...
So we got Rita Wilson.
Oh.
Have they collabed? Rita and Diane?
Oh my God.
Honey.
I think it'd be too powerful.
Get me in that room. Oh my God, we would queen out. Holy shit.
You know, like the first time I had like a really tough boss, and the first time I ever showed her my personality was when I saw the album cover for Rita Wilson's album. And I told my boss it looked like a douche commercial.
She was like in quite enough of that.
I think she was so surprised that I was like talking to her.
That is fucking amazing.
Oh gosh. And they were like kind of pals. And then she like had to call Rita Wilson to be like, it's great.
I have some notes.
My assistant, Catherine, can you pick up the phone? Can you go off mute? All right. Which of Diane Warren's 17 Oscar-nominated songs holds the distinction of being the first song in history to be nominated for a Grammy Award, Academy Award, and an Emmy Award in the same year? You can just kind of say, if you know like the singer of it, maybe.
I don't think I do.
So,
oh, man. Okay. Can you give me the year? Is that cheating too much?
2015.
2015. Is Rita Ora involved?
Not in this one.
Okay, fuck. I knew she was around here somewhere. I don't know. I don't know if I've heard many of her songs, to be honest.
Well, you have heard Till It Happens to You, performed by Lady Gaga.
Oh my God.
For the film The Hunting Ground.
Ground.
Yeah. one of the best original song performances on that stage, on the Oscars
Till
stage.
it happens to you. God, she's fucking annoying.
We would not
That'll
have gotten...
be a bonus app where I talk about my journey with Stephanie Joanne Germanata.
We would not have gotten Allie if it weren't for Till It Happens to You.
We would not have gotten Hair, Body, Face if it weren't for Diane fucking Warren.
True.
Or any of the... Oh my God, those are the best songs in the whole movie. Didn't she do Why Did You Do That?
I was just about to say, please shine a light on why did you do that to me?
Wow, I lied. I actually love Gaga so much that I'm gonna cry and I need to listen to that song again. Oh, man. Anyway.
Oh God. Listen, how many of Diane Warren's 17 Oscar-nominated songs have been for...
Lady Di, as I call her. Sorry.
have been for films about Supreme Court justices?
Well, I assume she did the fucking Claire Foy. Who was it that played the RPG?
Oh, so
Felicity Jones.
Yes, Train Dreams star Felicity Jones.
Of Train Dreams fame. Shut up. What is a train dream?
It doesn't
Okay, I'm going to say
matter.
2 Supreme Court.
I had like a minute where I was obsessed with Felicity Jones.
Sure.
And she was in this movie with Anton Yelchin.
Oh, R.I.P. King.
And I, like the two of them, I was just like, God, they're so good. They should be in every movie together. And I like loved that. Like, it's like a sad long distance relationship movie. Oh, I loved it. You are correct. She has been Oscar nominated for 2 songs for films about Supreme Court justices. Stand Up for Something, performed by Andra Day and Common for the 2017 film Marshall. And I'll Fight, performed by Jennifer Hudson for the 2018 film. Actually, this is for RBG, the documentary. This is not the Felicity Jones.
Not the Daisy Edgar Jones adaptation.
Yeah. Oh, not the Felicity Huffman.
It's somehow still a trans role. She gets in drag to play a woman.
Oh my God, I did just go to a screening at my all-girls high school of the biopic about Lily Ledbetter.
I have work to see about that, but yes.
Yeah. And it's Patricia Clarkson playing this like Georgia woman who her case spurred forward workplace equality law.
Right? Yeah.
And then there's just like a shit ton of stock footage of RPG of like, they were like, we got to advance the story forward. Like, just show this clip of RPG. Oh my goodness. All right. How many of Diane Warren's 17 Oscar nominated songs have been for documentaries?
Ooh, I actually feel it's going to be a significant portion. I'm going to say 9.
9 out of 17?
Yeah.
The answer is 3.
Oh, what the hell?
I was convinced that Tell It Like a Woman from a couple of years ago had to be a doc.
Like everything I see, every film title I don't immediately recognize that she's attributed to, like, that's a doc. Like,
yeah,
certainly that's a
Tell It Like a Woman
document.
Is a collection of shorts. Which I was like, what?
A collection of powerful one-act plays this weekend.
It's like, can that even be Oscar nominated? Yeah, 3 docs: The Hunting Ground, RBG, and Diane Warren Relentless. How many of Diane Warren's 17 Oscar nominated songs have been for films not in the English language?
Oh, 1.
Correct. Only
Flamin' Hot.
No, The Life Ahead.
Oh, what is that?
That was Italian, and the song was Io
Solo
Sì,
Mio.
parentheses, Scene, sung by Laura Pausini.
Okay.
Who wrote it.
Who sang at my wedding? Laura Pausini.
No, but speaking of Solo Mio, she does have a nominated song for the movie Breakthrough, which is the Christian movie about a boy who almost drowned and is saved by Mike, the guy from the Marvel shows.
Dirty Jobs. And the woman from...
Mike Coulter. Mike Coulter.
Oh my God.
From the film Plane. He is the guy.
Oh, like, of course.
The diver who rescues the boy.
And then it's the woman from a fucking Million Little Pieces, One Day at a Time. What the fuck is it called? What's it called? The show?
A Million Little Pieces.
No.
Life in Pieces.
The one
A Million
where
Little
everybody's
Things.
sad.
A Million Little Things.
Milo Ventimiglia and Mandy Moore. Is that who it is?
This Is Us.
Yes. We got there.
I did watch A Million Little Things.
Yeah.
It messed me up.
I know many people that did.
It messed me up.
Anyway, that said, it's my perception of Diane Warren is either Christian film or documentary.
Yeah.
I don't even know if she's religious, but she just has that oeuvre.
Yeah, I think that maybe it's her only like straight up religious movie, but this is where I just want to remind you of Diane Warren's origins in this category. How many?
Yeah, I don't think I know.
How many of Diane Warren's 17 Oscar nominated songs have been chart toppers, by which I mean top 10 on Billboard?
I can't imagine many.
Okay.
Three.
This is why we're doing this. Her first 6 nominations were for blockbuster songs.
Okay, educate the children, because I do not know any of this.
Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now, performed by Starship for the 1987 film Mannequin.
Yeah, that's a banger.
A banger. Because You Loved Me, performed by Celine Dion for the 1996 film Up Close and Personal. How Do I Live, performed by Leanne Rimes for the 1997 film Con Air. I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, performed by Aerosmith for the 1998 film Armageddon.
I did not know she was behind that song, which is like one of my favorite melodrama punchline songs ever.
And that was one that she wanted to be sung by Celine Dion. And then when they did like a rock arrangement, they were like...
Best I Can Do is Steven Tyler.
They were like, this is going to be an Aerosmith song.
Wow.
Music of My Heart, performed by Gloria Estefan and NSYNC for the 1999 film Music of the Heart. And There You'll Be, performed by Faith Hill for the 2001 film Pearl Harbor.
Wow.
So this is where I thought there was a real, like, picture.
That is like a moment in time, like like a specific time period of movies that really eludes me generally too, like late 80s through 90s.
It's just, I think it speaks to a different time in Hollywood and a different time in music when her first 6 nominations are for songs that are with like blockbuster movies that would become radio hits, that would be #1 or #2 radio hits. She is then, after 2001 and Pearl Harbor, she's not nominated again for like 15 years.
Wow.
Or 12 or something. And
she has never won, right?
Never has won a competitive Oscar. She won an honorary Oscar last year.
The photo was amazing.
But it's very much like we used to have this type of monoculture, I guess, where you would have the big movie with the big song, with the big pop star, and all of it would be a big hit, and you'd buy the soundtrack on CD. And then after that, like, decade plus gap, then she's doing these inspirational songs for like docs and like weepies. And it's sort of like, okay, I guess now you're just a lady who pulls at heartstrings instead of like gets everybody listening to the same thing.
So it's like a marketing tool in a different way almost. Because it is, now you think about like the fucking Miley Cyrus original song for Avatar, Fire and Ash. You think I got any play on the radio? Like, I think I heard it half a time in the end credits. Like, it's really interesting how that works now. Even like looking at the nominees this year, I have to imagine it'll be K-pop Demon Hunters Golden.
Yeah, probably.
That feels like harkening back to this era. Like, I don't think let's investigate these original songs.
But even that, like,
because Golden feels like something that actually popped.
But even having it be from an animated movie, I feel like
that's
speaks to the fact that it's like, well, everyone loves Let It Go. Everyone loves the song from Encanto. You know, like it kind of...
Oh, well, the most recent huge winner, El Mal from Emilia Perez last year. That was everywhere.
I was like, what the hell are you talking? It took me a second to remember what even happened. And we watched Emilia Perez together in a fugue state.
I don't even know which song that is, to be completely honest. I mean, then there was What Was I Made For, Billie Eilish Barbie song, which I think is anytime there's a Billie Eilish.
The Barbie soundtrack kind of fit into that model of being like on the radio a lot.
Totally.
But yeah, it's just
Shallow
not the
by
same.
Lady Gaga. Yeah, a lot like Mystery of Love, Sufjan Stevens for Call Me By Your Name.
But even Shallow felt like it's a song from a musical and not like the new Lady Gaga song.
Yeah.
Which same, I think, with the Barbie soundtrack. You were like, oh, this is not a new Dua Lipa song. It's like, oh, this is a song from Barbie. I think all of those early hits, like, they would be strongly connected to the movie, but you would be listening to Leanne Rimes on the radio anyway.
Yeah. What about Skyfall, the Adele? I mean, obviously it bombed the song, but I remember that getting a lot of play.
That
but
was
I do
a
think
big
it's
one.
still that, or Jai Ho.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Looking back at these is like really crazy. It's hard out here for a pimp.
Yeah.
From Hustle and Flow. Honestly, that might be closest to something that was just played on the radio. Anyway, I'm sorry to divert your game.
No,
this is really fascinating.
That's pretty much the game. My last question was how many of Diane Warren's 17 Oscar-nominated songs have been about snack foods?
I'm going to say 2.
Becky G as the fire inside in Flamin' Hot.
Singing in the shower.
Yeah. It's just like she's such... I feel at this point, I feel like she can't win.
No.
It would be...
But man, if I were in the composer branch or whatever branch, I would be like, you guys, can we just get together on this one thing and like all promise to vote for her? We don't even have to watch the movie. Like, it would just be amazing. It would be amazing.
Oh, man. I'm sure all of this ground has been tread in the movie Relentless, the Diane Warren story.
I'm sure. Well, here's rooting for you, Diane.
Yeah. We don't have to go through all of these, but just to keep it in keeping with the season, I did give a scan. All of the Best Picture nominees were reviewed by Plugged In, the Focus on the Family movie and TV review website, which is extremely thorough in telling you that you're going to see Joel Edgerton's torso nude in Train Dreams, for example. Or that there is going to be witchy elements in Hamnet, and so you should proceed with caution about the spiritual content of that.
Yeah.
But there were definitely some funny, to me, takeaways here.
Scanning these, I'm like, honestly, they kind of tore with a lot.
They're really like serious about this job.
Yeah. Okay. Lightning round. Some of the faves of the ones that you pulled out, the begonia one, which
surprisingly
honestly
thoughtful.
A very measured emotional response based on the reviewer's experience of watching Save the Green Planet with a friend experiencing mental illness. Like, that's kind of beautiful. Glad that colored it.
Well, he was talking about how watching that movie, he was like the Jesse Plemons character is unwell. And his friend was like, the Jesse Plemons character is the hero of this movie. And I think it made this reviewer nervous that people would watch Begonia, and if they were so inclined, they might go kidnap a CEO or something. And I'd like to know what Luigi Mangione would have to say about that.
I mean, obviously the Frankenstein one is quite Christian, which is really funny.
With the Frankenstein review, they kept going back to the fact that Guillermo del Toro was raised Catholic but is currently agnostic, and I think that made it very difficult.
Like, hey, we can get him back with this one, guys.
He's examining where the soul belongs in the body.
We know that we are sinful creatures from the get-go, perpetually in need of a savior. Like, I like when they get like a little deep with it. It's like, okay, let's pull it back. But that, and then where's the other one? There was that like vaguely, the Sinners one.
Yeah,
of course. God is just fine if put in his place, but the music of self should drive us. As satisfying as that may feel to some, it's a dead end.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately,
so much sex, so much violence.
Yeah, and they will just demerit the movie if it doesn't end with the characters all turning to the camera and saying, like, Jesus is Lord. So, any movie with,
and
like,
just so we all agree.
Like, if Miles Caton had walked into the church at the end of the movie all bloodied and bruised and was just like, you were right.
Our God is an awesome God.
They would have been like, movie of the year.
A+. Oh, okay. Sentimental value in the one line you pulled out. Though the movie is mostly in Norwegian, the performances are so strong that you scarcely notice. That is just really funny.
That was so funny to me because they I guess liked the movie. Like, they didn't have too much to say about it, but we're just like, what a way to be like, you're pretty smart for someone from another country. Like, like, you perform pretty well for someone who's talking in Norwegian.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I also like the Marty Supreme is a loser for families.
Yeah.
To keep it on the theme of this season.
And they do give a rating.
And I would agree.
They say, like, children, strong caution, teens, strong caution, adults, medium caution, or something like that. In many
ways, I'm like, that's right. I don't know. I mean, Marty Supreme for me is just like the evergreen conversation about, like, Wolf of Wall Street is not showing that it's cool to be a horrible man. It's showing that it's bad. But Marty Supreme, I think, does not quite show the like realities of being a spiritually devoid man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely. It's sort of like American Psycho. Like, I think it's like it's very textual that you're supposed to see the satire, like see the criticism and judgment here. Yes. But a lot of people are way too dumb.
Totally. I was very pleased that my 25-year-old brother did get that when we watched it together. It was like, fuck that guy. I was like, good. You're
on the right track.
You're not going to go buy some A24 merch or whatever the fuck.
Well, for Train Dreams, apparently my best picture of 2025, there's always this section on Plugged In where they have the positive elements, the spiritual content, the sexual content, violence, drugs and alcohol. And then they have other noteworthy elements, which is just like stuff you should be caution, but it doesn't fit into any category. And that included, we hear someone sarcastically insult the entire state of Kansas.
Yeah. Fuck that.
So, buyer beware. Honestly, I have not even asked myself what is a train dream until you just said it 500 times. And now
I just
I'm
hate the title so much.
It's a bad title. It's a bad title.
Train dreams, my ass.
There's like a very loose framing of like, he's on a train and he's like sleeping and remembering his life. Like a very, but it's like barely kind of threads through the whole movie.
If that's the reason why it's called Train Dreams, I don't hate that.
Yeah.
If it were like a really heavy-handed device, I would hate. But if it's that minor, I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, like you'll see him as like
a
younger man, and then for a shot, you'll see him older on the train, kind of like looking out the window, and then it like cuts back to his younger life, and that's it.
God, I just had one of those train dreams. So
I was running train on my own self in my dream. It was crazy.
I can't shake these train dreams. Anyway. Well, best of luck to everybody on Hollywood's biggest night.
It's an honor just to be nominated. Oh, gosh. Well, that is our show for today.
I famously am AC Lamberty. You can find me at AC Lamberty on Instagram and Letterboxd.
I'm Kat Spada, and guess what? I'm on Substack, finally. So you can find me at katexmachina on Substack. I also have Blue Sky and Letterboxd, and I'm trying to review more on Letterboxd, even just a brief review.
I always feel compelled to do that too.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's become tastemakers.
Yeah, okay. I don't do stars, though. Maybe I should, but I don't.
I do, which I think is dangerous. I just wish you can private your Letterboxd account.
Yeah.
They need to add that feature.
You should, you know what, listeners, follow us, and then you can tell us how you feel. And be sure to follow Feminist Frequency all over the place at FemFreq.
If you are a Patreon subscriber, be sure to stick around for the bonus episode where we will be talking about the wokeification of the pit.
Oh, no. If you like our show, help other people find it by sharing, subscribing, rating, and commenting on your favorite podcast app. Thanks so much for listening.
Bye. Sweet train dreams, all.